man. Hey, well, a pattern that I've sort of like noticed in your lyrics as well, man. Do you like calling people dumb?
Yeah, because
Woo! Y'all gonna make me lose my mind.
the numbers finally lie.
You hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, man.
That fuck whatever money that you're collecting, you better bring me some of that fucking money, bro. You know, you're busier than fucking Obama, my nigga.
Bro,
You
it's not easy, right? I'm heading to August and I have a whole lot of videos to shoot. So I'm
yeah,
really, and it's been, if you steady, it's been a minute since I dropped something, a serious project. And all that setting up a whole rebranding and everything that I'm coming up with. So that's what really got me occupied.
I got you, homie. Talking about that, let's dive right into it, man. Cause you know, I know your ass is busy and whatnot. You know, what I mean, when they stop printing your name on the goddamn money, man. Nah, I was here. Feel me? Algie. So what's up, man? What video were you shooting? Is it like new stuff or is it something like from your old albums and stuff like that?
New stuff, new stuff. I'm coming with a whole new package, a whole new vibe. The videos are gonna be mad. The videos are gonna be unique. The whole brand, the fashion, everything is just gonna be different. Even a new hairstyle, which I'm gonna stick with.
Yeah. Actually, there was a chick. I don't know if you know him. Now that I know you are Ewe, and I know that name. The name is Ewe name. The name is Aaron. I might be saying it wrong. Iram.
Okay.
Is that how you say it?
Okay.
Iram sent me a message on Twitter and asked me to ask you, what you gonna do with your hair? You gonna
Okay, so let Aram know that I'm coming up with a new brand that I'm gonna stick with for a very long time. So
okay.
he just gotta she just got to watch out for that.
Okay, hey, Aaron, if you're watching, man, your homeboy saying that he's gonna stick with my hairstyle right now, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, so yesterday when I was talking before you got off, yeah, I was asking if you ever had a celebrity crush.
Oh no.
Yeah, you know, be off on the side. I'll tell you my secret. You know what I'm saying?
What's
let, me,
your secret?
let me tell you my secret celebrity crush. All right. I used to be crushing heavy on Alicia Keys, man.
Damn.
Alicia Keys, I thought she was fine as hell. Yeah, well, I still think she is, man. You know what I mean?
Okay. Okay.
I
See.
don't know, man. There was something about her. Like she wasn't like your typical R&B singer where she would explain herself, but then she was so classy, so beautiful, and her voice, and she was a complete musician too. She plays the instrument, shit like that, man. I'm sure you have somebody, even if it's not a crush, you admire.
Okay, so for example, there are these male artists that I admire, like their hustle and stuff, and the female artists that I like, yeah, I admire and all that. My problem is that from where I was coming from, yo, bro, the hustle was too thick to even, at that point, even set my eyes on a celebrity like crush, because I know at the back of my mind, I know. Listen, there's no way. I mean, at the range that the hustle was going on, I know there is no way you're going to get this. So why the hell would you even set your mind to it? You get me? But then that was just it. I was just in too much of a hustle mode to have crash. That's all.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Anyways, I just want to make sure that we touch on that one because that is a question I wanted to know from you, man. Hey, well, a pattern that I've sort of like noticed in your lyrics as well, man. Do you like calling people dumb?
Yeah, because
I've noticed that your rhyme scheme is like it's either you say it when you're dissing somebody,
is it that state or you're ridiculous? Okay, so
what's up with that? Just talk to us about that.
So the thing is that the reason why I mostly come up with that is, there are other words that are hashed than that, but I mean, dumb can just, go any wrong. It's okay, because sometimes some of the people that I come to have issues with, if to my expectation, before any issue ever happened, to my expectation, they should be here. And then whatever it is that they do that we have issue drops down to me like this. So I'm like, okay, here goes another dumb one. So that's just the coolest word I could find. If any other thing should come, it would go further.
Do you consider yourself the best rapper in Cameroon?
Yeah. So you're going to bring a whole lot of issues to this interview, a whole lot. Okay. To me, bar for bar, as far as lyricism goes, I exceed limits. There is no rapper in Cameroon that could go bar for bar with me. Not to brag, I've seen it, done it all. I've had the whole country come at me, and I've been able to, like, I've done it over and over again. Last year I did it with Moment of Truth. I clapped the whole country, took them all to school. So yeah, probably maybe they might have celebrities in their country bigger there than me, but when we put it down bar for bar, there's no rapper there that could match up with me.
Do you think you're the best rapper in Sierra Leone?
Okay, so listen, like for instance, Cameroon has their best rapper. I don't know who that is, but they have their best rapper. Sierra
they,
Leone.
they think
Sierra
it's Joe.
Leone.
They think it's Jovi. We gonna talk about that, man. Don't worry. We gonna talk about. They think it's Jovi. Hey, we gonna drop names over here, bro.
You know what, me, I'm never scared to talk about anything, though. I'm never scared to talk about anything. Cameroon has their best rapper. Sierra Leone has their best rapper. But when I'm in the convo, even from where I'm from, Ghana here, I care less who you or your fans think you are. As long as we strip us naked down to rap. Before I come at you, I listen to you, I know who you are, I know where you come from. I know that, listen, if they take me out of my country, take you out of your country, put us both in a foreign country, that's where the truth lies. There's no way you're gonna body me. And that is where we get people like genuine people that comes from, for example, they take me and another country rapper from my country, raise us both out of this country to maybe the US or a different place. Now, place them down. This is the two of us. It's not about hit songs. It's not about who's the celebrity here or whatever it is. It is about bar for bar rap. And as long as that goes, I will not get bodied. So whoever their best rappers are, it is valid until I'm in the convo. If I am in the convo, your best rapper will not body me. That's just it.
Okay. All right. Who asked? All right. And who are your top 5 African rappers? And again, whenever I ask you these questions, you can't include yourself. You're not one of them.
I honestly, yeah. You people understand that. You people that you interview us, you understand that these questions are sensitive, right? These questions are very sensitive because, you know, I should juggle around a couple of people. You know, it's hard because there are a lot of rappers here that I like in Ghana, and even in Ghana, if we are talking Africa, I could biasly get 5 rappers from Ghana that I like. So imagine how we go in Africa. But you know, I love MI.
Okay.
I love Tak. I love EL. Let's say Calligraph.
Nasty.
Let's say definitely Nasty. Nasty C.
Nasty C. You like Nasty? How about Stogie? You like Stogie? Stogie T?
Stogie, exactly. So my list would be extended.
I know, but I mean, just like, I'm pretty sure, like, you know, there's a lot more that I guess for me, whenever, you know, these sort of questions I ask, I think the why behind the question, your answer is a lot more interesting than Just list the names because I'm pretty sure you admire a lot more artists than just local.
I admire a lot. For example, I love EL
Right.
because he's not just because he has put in me on his numerous album, like he's right for me, but he's a complete artist.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
He's
But
there with that's why. I'm just
no, EL is a complete artist. You understand? He is a complete artist, and he's one of the last people that are amongst the few people that would go that far to put out a whole mix, a whole hip hop album bar in this era that everybody's glued to the Afro and stuff. And it's not like he lacks the Afro skills. He can just throw it in every day and a day. But he's still and he's good at what he does. And we have Sack holding it down as well. And so
I got a question.
yeah.
There's an artist in Ghana that actually I really like. Maybe it's because I'm biased and then he's from Kumasi, but he doesn't get talked about a lot.
Who?
Flo King Stone. Why?
Yes.
And how do you rate Flo?
Flo King is my man too. Like that's my brother. As for the why they downplay him, I can't really tell because from my perception, people tell me that okay, hip hop is not booming because of people like me and maybe EL that we rap in English. You understand? But then you have a brother doing it in Tree, like Flo Stone, very good as well. And it's just Flo is not an underdog or no, not.
He does it all. Like
you understand, he has his hit songs. It's not an easy cuts like that. He has his hit song. He has that respect that needs. It's just the outbreak to the international market and become great as well, like that big as well. That's where the problem lies. And I think it's just because it's among our people. Sometimes they play that region cards. They play that region cards. This person is from here. This person is from here. And that these little beefs that come, and it's a whole movement thing. I am this movement. I am that movement. So I don't push this. I don't push that. That's the whole problem. Yeah.
Anyway, so moving on. What is your relationship with Sark? Because like when a lot of my listeners and my viewership comes from Sierra Leone. So there's a lot of people asking questions from Sierra Leone related to you and Sarkodie and also Kao Denero. But one of the questions that really kept coming up is your.
So let me clear this. Let me talk about this. I see a whole lot of Sierra Leoneans talking about me being the son of Sarkodie or something. First off, listen, a whole lot of people have dissed Sarkodie before, and I didn't reply. If my name isn't in there, I don't have anything to do with it.
Okay.
I don't have a problem. This is not nobody fighting for nobody. Sark is a good MC enough to fight for himself.
Right.
This happened last 2 years. Jovi from Cameroon went on Twitter attacking Sark. We have seen those tweets. I have screenshots. I sent it the other time on Twitter. And till somebody told him that, yo, you said you want to battle Sark. Why don't you try this guy? Because he does it in English as well. And he tagged my name, Lyrical Joe. And Jovi replied, like, as long as I'm concerned, these other ones are just breakfast. Sark is what I'm looking for. There's no way you throw a job like that at a rapper and go free. You think you go free? No, you don't do that anywhere. And that is the reason why I come back to you. I'm like, don't let your fans push you. Don't let them take you too far because you ain't coming back if you do that. So Sark is the reason why I diss anybody or go at anybody. They diss me. Same thing happened this year. What do you call him? Kao. When my feud with Kao. So if he's going to be honest enough, he was on Twitter attacking Sark as well. His normal thing. He has his feud and his beef with Sark over what I don't know. It's not my problem. It was never my problem. So somebody tagged me and Black Way, and he said, "Kids, these are kids."
Okay.
There's no kid in hip hop.
All
As far as lyricism goes, you understand? So you say that to the rapper, you get me offended. So it's not like maybe any rapper is in their corner attacking Sack, and I come like, hey, I'm the guardian of Sack. Don't touch him. No, you tweeted at me. You said something that got me offended. That is why I'm coming at you. Exactly. So they need to get that. I don't fight for anyone. I do for myself.
All right, you just jumped into the beef. So let's talk about it. We had a clip that I wanted to play for you to hear. I don't know.
Okay.
I interviewed Kao Denero. I don't know if you had a chance to watch that.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
LJ, can you see my screen?
Yeah, I can.
Okay.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, I can see.
All right. So he said two things here. Actually, so well, I'm just gonna play and let you hear it, and then we can talk about it.
Okay.
So this is the first part I want you to hear from here.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yeah.
So then how did you get involved with Lyrical Joe beef though?
Well, you know what I mean? I think Lyrical Joe, like, he just got involved in the shit. It was not his, you know what I mean? This was not his beef. You know what I mean? But I guess he was trying to be the hero. You know, like this was a Sarkodie beef. You know what I mean? This was not his beef. You know, but I guess he had beef with Jovi or whatnot. Now,
Yeah.
him and Jovi been going at it, you know, for some time. Yeah, I think, like, since I dropped Kenyatta, his name been popping up. Like, whenever Ghanaians come, they always be like, oh, bring this shit to Lyrical Joe. You know what I mean? They always used to say that since I dropped Kenyatta. So I've already been looking at him like, okay, this is the guy they really want to send at the forefront. You know what I mean? A lot of people didn't want me to respond to Lyrical Joe from my side. It was like, Kyle, let him be.
I'll be honest, I don't know if you watch my reaction to it. I'm like, yo, I don't know if Lyrical enough to bring you to the booth. Boy, was I lying. I'm like, this nigga dropped that shit in 24 hours.
I have two more. I have two more that I didn't drop.
So, you know what? Okay, so he said that, and then let me pull it back again. And actually, I thought also here, it was interesting comment that he made about you. Let me pull it back, and then we can react to that. Lyrical Joe, man, my man LJ. I rate that guy. I really do. That's my guy. So let's talk about LJ, man. Before we start talking, how do you rate LJ? Well, I mean, honest opinion about him. You know, beef aside.
He's high. You know what I mean? He's high. Like, he got some slick lines. You know what I mean? I think Lyrical Joe is one of them rappers that just focus on punchlines. You know what I mean? And having smart wordplay. You know what I mean? To where, you know what I mean? Like on some type shit. You know what I mean? A nigga that's all about the punches and that's very intricate with his shit. You know? That's how I see him. You know?
What do you like about that? What do you like about that? I said, what do you like about that? And what don't you like about it? And what advice can you give him, if any?
I feel like, you know, you see why rappers like Cannabis and Cassidy never grew or never blew is because that's all they was doing. You just focusing on wordplay and, you know what I mean, slick line.
And people didn't get it.
Yeah. Like, I mean, you see when Eminem did Cleaning Out My Closet, ain't no punchlines in that. That was passionate. It was just about his emotions. Passionate. Yeah. You know what I mean? You gotta come with your passion and your emotions in music for people to really feel attracted to you and be attached to you. I think Lyrical Joe doesn't have that right now. Maybe as an artist, he will grow into that because it's not all about punchlines and intricate lines. It's bigger than that. You know what I mean? That's what I realized. You know what I mean? I could have been a Cassidy or somebody that's just focused on punchlines and battle rap. But no, you know what I mean? Sometimes you can do a whole song where you don't put out a punchline on the verse, but you're just trying to connect with people. You're just trying to connect with people on a higher level. So I think that's the kind of rapper who Lyrical Joe is. I think he's okay. You know, he's a young guy. Maybe he will grow, you know what I mean, into like song creation where he can make songs like, you know, Jay-Z did Song Cry. You know, people can relate to song records like that. It's not about punchline.
You know what I'm saying? I gotta make it song cry. Come on. But hey, I think I'm gonna stop it there and let's bring it back. I got a couple of questions before And another reason why too, I just felt like I needed to talk to you about this particular video was also when you dropped your clip, the clip that hopefully if you have time, you're gonna react to it together. When you reacted to, I believe Stogie T was the one that sent you the beat, and then you know, and then someone went a little back and forth with some guy because I think the guy was basically making the comment like, "Oh, he suck rap this hard, he wouldn't be suck," and I believe you responded by saying not everybody can be. I don't know if you remember that.
No, yeah.
Yeah, something to that effect. Do you think that Ghanaians don't get your rap and that they can't connect with it? And do you also think that as a rapper, do you have dimensions? Just because like what it sounded like what Kao Denero was saying is that almost like calling it one dimension, right? You just want to do hard punchlines. And for people like me, we love it because I'm here. That's what I like to do. I like this.
Okay, so before you continue, okay, so for example, what Kao was saying, okay, he was like, it's bigger than music, right? Okay, so if maybe doing this interview, I'll let you go on YouTube right now, you'll probably find Afro-pop songs of mine.
Okay.
So should I also stand on that and say that he's not an artist because he can't, he can't jump on the Afro vibe, maybe sing and do all those stuff because I'm the artist and I'm all around that. I do that. But it is not time when you battle me, when you come at me with war, it is not the time for me to play out emotions. So the question more into how many songs of these artists have you listened to? How well do you know him?
Okay.
Are you just basing on the beef that you are having with him or Cameroonians having? Because if I'm coming to war, I'm not coming to war to cry or to make sense to anybody. I'm coming to war with my ammunitions. And these are punchlines, metaphors, and rhymes. I need to come with it. You understand? And I have all these things. We can Google songs. I can give you. I have storytelling songs. I have all that. You understand? I can give you titles. You can go on YouTube right now to play during this interview, and we can bear witness to that. Okay. It is not a problem. The question is more about how well do you know the artist? Recently, it's something that people do. They play bias to what they cannot do. I know Kao Denero's rap style, and I don't play bias. I wouldn't say because of that rap style is why he's not blowing or something like that. I understand the era that he came from. I understand the rap style that he came up from that era. So if I'm going to go back and forth with him, what do? I need to capitalize on something he doesn't have to use to come at him. That is the only way. Imagine this battle we had. Okay, he says I have punchlines, I did this. We stood in front of Dr. Dre or Jay-Z to deliver the lines that we both deliver. Where do you think the crowds are going to go? Because when it is battle, we're coming up with punchlines and stuff. I need to overcome you with that. I need to know your weak point. I need to come to you with that. Doesn't mean that your rap style ain't good. I didn't create any rap style. It was made, the blueprint was made for all of us. So it doesn't mean that his rap style is not good. Recently, when Lil Wayne had an interview with Eminem, and Eminem was like, the GOAT was telling Lil Wayne like, and even I think Ludacris went on the same interview, was like, it is mind blowing because it's like, to him, he realized that he's one of the rappers that are like him because when they say something, probably have 3 straight meanings, the triple entendres, and 2. Normally, most rappers have 2 meanings, but when Eminem was explaining that when you go like, it's like he has 3 meanings. Ludacris was saying the same thing too. So if these great rappers are saying these things are important, because when I am telling story, I don't need to put punchlines in there, but to make it interesting, I could drop one thing in there, catch it. Okay. So to me, to be a rapper, you need to be all round. You need to know how to be soft when the love song is on. You need to know how to be hard when it's heated up. You need to know how to advise when it's time to talk to people. So it depends on how well you know the rapper. Do you know him? Have you listened to his stuff? I don't go on beef with people I don't know well, else I might be tripping. I
Okay.
listen to you, not just what you are beefing with me on. Maybe dive into your album as well and listen to that before I come with I would do something with you. I do my research. So if any rapper out there sit down to say that I think his style is based on just this, then you don't know me because it's all out there on YouTube, it's all out there on Google.
Okay.
I can give you.
So
Yeah.
that is the second part of the clip that I played. So the first part was the beef had nothing to do with you. You just jumped on it. What do you say to that?
Oh, we can. I still have those. I keep screenshots. I still have the screenshots of he calling me and black way keeps. And that is what my problem for coming. And so in the very first song when I threw a shot at Kao Denero, I did not diss him. I was like,
Bro,
I sent a shot. I sent a shot just like I sent a shot in Dracarys to Jovi. It's the same thing I did. It was just two lines because he had to call me a kid on Twitter. He did that. You understand? And this is rap.
Let's remind the viewership, and I think that's what you said. You said you like David. You have a stone in your hand. You normally go at Giants.
Lions.
Be- and
Yeah,
then
because after that tweet, then I ended it. You understand? After that tweet is when I did that song, and I had him just few shots in there at the end. The next thing he dropped a 8-minute song or something like that. I think split it into two, half for me, half for Sa.
yeah. What did you make? What did you make? What did you make? What did you make that? What did you make of that diss track? What did you think about that diss track? And also in the same line, what do you think of Kao Denero as an artist?
So of this record, I feel like he did what he wanted to do.
Okay.
You understand? He did what he wanted to do. Probably, maybe, I think not going into me deeper, knowing like listening to my stuff, not going into me deeper. He, I think, downplayed me, like underestimated me in his mind,
Okay.
not knowing what I was because okay, not knowing what I was or what I could do, he underestimated me. And so I was waiting. I heard the song. I was like, okay, so then it's on. I had to record the same day and reply this and drop it. I recorded the same day. I wrote, recorded, and dropped it the same day. So they call me Lyrical J. Mostly my people love to call me the Beast. I know you watch Prison Break, but none of them ever break bars like my homie DKA.
There you go. There you go. Y'all heard it right. Y'all heard it right here, man. Come on, man. Shut the fuck up and listen to bars, nigga.